Hey Minecrafters, it's Kimise and I am back for another great episode of KimiseCraft. Woohoo! Hopefully you guys have having a great couple days. I know it's been like crazy on the server. Let me show you what's been going on. So I think the last time that we got together on an episode, we had just gone ahead and we'd done some bridges and we went ahead and worked on where all the paths were going to be. And then I actually got a chance to do a whole bunch of offline work. And let me just show you all the offline work that we got done the other day, because it is phenomenal. Tons of stuff. So first off, let's go ahead and come down here. So I believe we had just finished all the way across here. We'd made these awnings right here, and we went ahead and got all these little side shops at least set up so that we can then go inside and start building them up. So that's pretty cool right there. Now, what I since done there is I came back around here. That must be coarse dirt there. Okay. And I went ahead and I made these little garden patches between each and every one. I also went ahead and came up with my street light design, which is basically just using a redstone lamp, 3 poles, and a daylight sensor so they go on and off when they're on. And so I went ahead and planted some trees and added some much needed greenery to this. And I'll tell you what, these really made this place stand out. What do you think about that? I'm loving it. Now you'll also notice that the paths. So basically we came out with this pathway pattern, which we're using stone slabs, and we're taking this cut sandstone and we're basically bordering the stone slabs with this cut sandstone, so it gives us this really neat connection. Even have this little alleyway back here where we have this one forgotten shop, like we could have a special potion shop in here or something. I don't know, something very cool that's kind of off the beaten track that people might forget about there. That's just kind of cool how that's set up. Anyways, so you follow these up, and what I've done is all the different places where I marked where I want to have a building is I've got these great little shops. Like right here, this can be kind of like a snow cone place where you have a guy sitting in here serving snow cones and everything, because this is a resort area and we want this place to be really resorty. Keep on coming up here, you've got the hotel, so you can go back to the hotel, and as you climb up here, you notice you got some different paths. So you got a path that leads us to the front door of the hotel, or most likely probably the more useful one is one that leads back to the pool. Now here we've got this really great shop that opened doors, and once we finish decorating here, we're going to have t-shirts hanging up, so it's going to be kind of like a t-shirt shop right here. You can come down this area, and I still am not sure what I want to put in this shop. We might put something like, I don't know, baked potato shop. I don't know. We'll see. And come back right around here. You got another shop right here, and we might do something that's kind of, touristy there right there. But notice we've went ahead and got all the paths laid out, and we've got all these little shops all built up. So we got another one right here and another one right here. So we got to come up with ideas. In fact, if anybody has some ideas of what to put in these shops, I would love the feedback, and we'll go ahead and set them up. We can even name them after you, right? So if you're watching and you want to do that, go ahead and put a comment in. Now over here we got this really nice outdoor / cafe, coffee shop almost, and so we've got a worker's entrance which comes right back in here, and so we got a serving window here, we got a serving window here, we even got a serving window right here. So that's what's really kind of cool about this shop, is that you've got serving windows all the way around. Not to mention we've added some more greenery, and then we've got the promontory in which you can sit here and take a look at all the ships that will be coming in and passing in. You can get a sight of the beach there, so if you want to see the girls sunbathing and everything, you're in good shape. And then we can follow this path going this way, and notice that since we had an odd shape, I went ahead and just kept the roof the same, and now we have this awning here, so when you're ordering your stuff, you can come in out of the shade and you can come and then go glance out. Now the path goes all the way back down here, and notice we also have this great outdoor bistro cafe. We're going to get some chairs and some seating arranged out here. We've got that canopy which kind of helps here. We'll put some umbrellas down here as well. We've got this serving counter right here, and you can easily get behind it, and you can even go upstairs and check out any storage that you might need right in here. So yep, it's been busy. It's great when I get a chance to actually build. Not to mention our fountain just turned out great. Check the fountain out. It's all working. It's easy. It looks good, and it just really rounds out the whole resort area right here. So this place really turned out good. Now, if you joined me for live stream last night, you noticed that we went ahead and went on to the next stage of the game, because we kind of got all that done. Now over here, I went ahead and made the pathway. So you notice that we have pathways going all the way where we marked them. So we have this straight pathway that basically takes you straight to the dock. And it's looking pretty good. And then we have these branching one that goes back to the second bridge. We have this one right here, which takes us over to the what's that called again? Oh yeah, the lighthouse. And then we made some docks. So the docks turned out pretty good. We still have to do a lot with them. We got to add some decorations. We got to add some posts. Maybe even doing awning over it to kind of keep the shade off you, but I'm not sure if I like that as much. I mean, most of the docks I've been to, you don't have awnings and stuff like that on them. You just deal with it, especially this time. Now, if you'll notice on the docks, we've also took some time and went down here and made sure that they're all the way down, because we wanted to make sure that this was going to be very strong against all the different waves and all the different possibilities. And it's great. We've got all the fish in here because this is like a warm ocean biome, which is nice. So we get all the tropical fish. So it's really pretty sweet little area, and I'm pretty happy for that. So we got all that done. Now, during the live stream, the decision was, okay, now see these big buildings right here, if you didn't catch it in the last episode, these are for warehouses. So we have a really big warehouse to build up here, and what we did is we built our first prototype warehouse, and I think it turned out really good for it. So we've got these linked gates right here, and what's great about this is a barge can just pull right up here. We can unload the barge, and in this case, this is a wood storage warehouse. So notice we got tons of different wood all planked up in here for whoever was willing to pay for it and stuff. And we went ahead and used the lanterns to go ahead and give us kind of like a fluorescent lighting, and we got these great skylights up here, because warehouses often do have skylights. It helps take care of lighting in the room, and we went ahead and added the lighting up there. We used the light gray, although it looks like pink, we used the light gray terracotta with this fabulous granite, and came out with a pretty nice pattern for it. And then we have like the gate right there, which just goes right back off to the path as well. And I think the warehouse turned out pretty good, still following the Ruth patterns for everything else. So we got the dark prismarine, so it matches everything. In fact, when you get a good fly around the area, well, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Let's get up there. You'll notice that all the roofs are very consistent looking. They got that same great dark prismarine, and it's really starting to look like a community up here, which is really, really sweet. All the new ones we put up here, as well as our new warehouse. So we've got 2 more big warehouses to build, and I've been speculating as far as what to do with these other 2 stretches of land right here. So part of the plans that I'm thinking about is we want to make a water park, because this is a resort area. Yeah, we've got warehouses here for ships coming in and dropping stuff off. You just got to do that. You got to have that, because you got to keep the trade coming, right? But I think this area right here would be fantastic for a water park. So I'm going to start doing some research on water parks and seeing how we could possibly make a Minecraft water park. That'd be a ton of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and looking into that. I'm thinking we're going to need some ice. We're going to need quite a bit of water, and we're going to have to work on the mechanics, but I think it could be super, super cool. So that's what we're going to do right here. Now over here, we're going to have a pretty large scale warehouse right here, and I'm not sure exactly what we'll put over here. Okay, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe some carts or something. There's a lot of space here. I'm not quite sure. But if you got any ideas, I would love to hear them. Go ahead and put them in the comments as you're watching the episode. So, what do you think so far? It's looking pretty handy. We have got a ton done. Now, at the end of live stream last night, because what we did is I accomplished getting the warehouse all built up, and it turned out really, really nice. But on the live stream last night, I started the next big thing that I want to go ahead and get going on here and build my first ship. Yep. So what I was able to do, and you're checking it out right now, is I was able to get an outline of the first ship that we were working on here, and it's looking really, really sharp. I mean, I've never built a ship before, so I don't know how badly it'll go, but I think I've got the initial design set up, and I'm going for, classic type of shipbuilding, with wood all the way along planks. Now, what we may want to do eventually is, and I was talking about this last night, is also have maybe a Viking longboat here, have a barge with wood coming up there, have a nice big man of war right out there, another large ship over here. But I believe today's episode we are going to go ahead and work on the ship. Now, I've never done ships before, so I know I have a lot to learn for this, and I think I'm pretty proud of my initial shape. I don't think it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm pretty proud about where it starts. So what I got to do is I need to go ahead and we need to, if we back up just a little ways, a good ship is going to come under. It's going to have a draft. So the draft is going to come pretty deep right here, because the larger the ship, the more of the draft you're going to need to have with it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish working this and try to get the draft up. Now, after that, we're going to have to see how high the ship actually goes. Now, large ships, they're going to usually float quite a bit higher than the actual docks. That's why a lot of times you'll have stairs coming down from the ships to the docks, or you'll have a door right in the middle of the ship itself for that. So that's the next step, is I got to get the shape work and decide how high it's going to be built and all that. So this is what I'm going to do. I have got a ton of wood on me. Been collecting lots of wood. So what I want to do is I'm going to take some time and I'm going to go ahead and mess with building the draft of the boat, so we know what's on the lower levels of the boat and how much room we have to work in there, as well as building the upper part of the boat. And I want it to be really slick. So even though this is just coming up here like that, I want this to maybe come out just a little bit more, because I want the ship to be nice and sleek and long, and I think we're in the right way to do it. I'm probably going to do a large triangle sail, maybe one big large triangle sail, and maybe on the front I'm going to have a pole that goes out that holds the front sail as well. Now, again, this is all pretty new to me, so I might have to make some changes, and I'm all look at here, I'm already right up to the dock, and I'm not sure how that's necessarily going to work. I don't think you'd want your ship right up there to the dock. Well, so hopefully I won't have to rebuild a whole lot of things, but I do think I've gotten a great start on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hop on this. I'm going to start working on my shapes, and I will be back once I have something new to show you guys. Okay, so this is Kimise. Be back in just a moment. Okay, guys, check it out. I am standing on the deck of my ship. I'm using a combination of some dark oak and some spruce, and it's looking pretty good. I went ahead and decided to use oak for my masts, and one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and strip them, because they look really good stripped for this. Of course, that's going to need some climbing, so maybe I should have stripped them before I threw them up there, right? I don't know. Okay, so basically I've got my forecastle right up here. Still got to put some stairs up here, got to create a knob. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the triangle sails anymore. I got to make some decisions on that, but I got 3 masts. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all 3 or if I'm going to get rid of one, but they're all set up there. I have to create a passage below decks, and then I've got to create some I don't know, maybe some holes for some cannons or something. I don't know, maybe we'll just have them up above deck. It's not a really big ship, so I'm still trying to make some decisions on that, but it's already looking really, really sharp. In fact, let's go ahead and take a big glance at it from a distance, okay, and let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, oh, that's looking way better. I mean, for my first ship, I'm definitely starting to feel it. I mean, I need to do some detail work along the top and the sides, make it a little bit more ornate, because these used to be carved really nice. But I mean, for my first ship, I'm pretty happy. And the draft was pretty good. I mean, I went fairly low, so I mean, plenty of room as far as for a ship this large. This is pretty consistent. So I mean, check it out. You can get under here and check out the bottom of the ship. The keel goes all the way down across, so this thing can definitely cut the waters when it's moving pretty quick. It widens out up here, which I believe is pretty consistent. Now, so then it's a decision whether what I want to do at these sides, whether I want to go ahead and add add some gun ports there or not. I like the second tone of the dark oak on the top. I think it adds a nice depth to it. Yeah, the ship is turning out really sharp. So it's really just about trying to get some detail work on it now, and deciding how we're going to do it. I'm going to need to grab some ladders so we can climb up here. We're going to maybe get some different colored slabs, or at least some fence posts to go ahead and put some decoration out here, because I've got the got that window off on the cabin there. I guess we'll make a few more cabins underneath here. Yeah, so I don't know if I want to make this so much a pirate ship but a merchant ship, so I'm not going to really add on that. And I think this is as far as I can go with this, because it already sticks way up over the dock, which I don't know if that was I think that works fine. I mean, I could see that. I could see a ship pulling up all the way over there like that. So this is looking really, really cool. I might go ahead and make this fence as opposed to all the way it is, but it's looking pretty sharp, because you can't really see what's behind you. And I would think that, if you're sailing the ship, you might want to check out what's behind you as well, and be able to have a view of that. But overall, I think it's really come together. I'm using different layers of slabs right here to walk it up so it looks more like a smooth transition. I might come in here as well and make a little bit more worn, like take some regular oak and swatch out some spots of the ship with regular old planks to kind of show some worn or some repaired sections of the boat. I think that'd look really, really cool. And then I've got to determine how I'm going to handle the sails. Are we going to I think we might just tie up all the sails, because if you have a ship in dock, it's not necessarily going to have all the sails just like all out. And then I've got to see if I've got those masts hung up, because I'm almost thinking that those masts need to be up at least another 10 or 20. Thank you, Windows. Another 10 or 20 blocks, maybe 10, at least 10 blocks higher, because masts on ship are a lot taller than you think they are. So anyways, that's progress so far. Things have been going really, really good. So it's really just a matter of starting to add some details in here. Like we could probably put some details here, details there and there to help smooth that out. What would look really good here is, let's go ahead and use some different planks here. Yeah, like that. And now it's more of a, this is looking, I kind of like how that turns out. Let's just go ahead and get this up here so we can get there we go. Nice. Hey, that looks really good. So, there's a lot of ways you can add details that don't have to be too crazy, and that looks pretty good. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue some building right here, and my goal is right now is to go ahead and add details. I gotta get a gangway going downstairs. I think we'll kind of leave this down here, because I think that's a perfect way to get up there. But instead, maybe go ahead and just put a set of stairs there. Maybe, yeah, we can do something like that, and that gets us right up onto the boat. Yeah, this is looking really, really good. In fact, what would be really cool, okay, is to go ahead, no, not like that. Let's go ahead and chop that down. Yeah, so details, you just got to kind of think about what the details that you should have, for instance, yeah. And I need some more of those stairs. There's one right there. Let's grab that. Boop. Let's go back up there. So, for instance, now it kind of looks like, there we go. So now we have that edge there. Maybe put one right on top of it, add some windows in there like that, and so then my sloop looks like that. Yeah, it's starting to come together. Very, very cool. For my first ship, I am super, super proud of it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to work out the sails, finish working out what I'm going to do on deck and everything, and then I will come back here for another update and let you show exactly what I've accomplished, guys. So thanks for hanging out. Let's continue to work on the ship. I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, guys, I am back, and so let's take a look at what's going on. So we got the masts up. I went ahead and did some folded sails. It's not the greatest, but what I was starting to learn as I was putting the ship together, that to get those really cool looking sails, you've got to have a really, really large ship. So if I double the size of ship, I'll be able to do some really neat effects with the sails. It's just with the size of ship that I have here, again, it's not too terribly small ship, but it's definitely a great starter ship for me to start building ships with. But anyways, with the size of the ship I have here, I'm not going to be, it's really hard to get a folded effect, with the wool that we have. I mean, if we had some other materials, or if we had like wool slabs, now that'd be something, wouldn't it? Wool slabs and wool stairs, then I could probably get some more effect. But with just the straight up blocks, this is probably I think this is the best I can do at the moment. But I think they turned out pretty good. The mast definitely looked really nice. The forecastle here turned out pretty good. I just gotta go ahead and get myself a steering wheel. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that, but if you got an idea for a steering wheel, let me know. We've got the cabin in here, and I just got to go ahead and throw some glass in. I think this is turning out pretty nice. What if we took some... Yeah, I think that'll look fine. There we go. And we'll just do that, and that'll go ahead and kind of give us that. Yeah, there we go. And that frames out that window a little bit better. Yeah, it's looking really, really good. So maybe throw up some stuff. I think these little windows turned out really, really nice. And I think this is one example where I think spruce doors look pretty good in a build. Again, not my favorite types of doors. We've got our stairway down into the hold. So we got some room in which we can go ahead and throw some chests and some cargo and such. So we'll go ahead and do that here in just a little bit. So that turned out looking pretty, pretty sharp. And yeah, I mean, I'm just really, for the first ship I've ever done, I think it turned out pretty good. Let's grab some rockets and let's just take a quick flight out to take a look at it. Okay, so if you take a flight into it, oh yeah, from here it looks like a ship, and I think that's what I want to get. Is I want to get a docked ship. Now some of the details, like some chests and some things, I think are what we need to add in there to add a little bit more believable to it. But boy, just from right here, I mean, it looks pretty good. Maybe a different colored deck. Yeah, I think the dark oak deck doesn't, I think it washes out. So maybe if I went ahead and just grabbed some oak and did an oak deck, that might look good because it's different from the spruce. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So guys, I don't know about you, but I've been building for a while. I've been working on this and trying to get this to go exactly the way I want, and you know what? I am extremely happy with it. I think as far as a ship goes, it's quite a nice build, and hopefully you've been enjoying all the build over here in the area as well. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for me as well. Tell me about all the good things that have been going on with you this week, and help me build up the channel. And we're going to go ahead and work some more on this this next week. We got a live stream coming up. We got another episode, and we're going to continue to work on these dock areas, maybe add another warehouse or two, and then start work on the water park over there. But if you've liked everything that we've gone on so far, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell if you don't want to miss any more episodes of KimiseCraft. And of course, if you have suggestions, add them in. Hey, and if you're a builder, I'm looking for some builders to add to the server. If you like to play actively, have a lot of fun, and enjoy making a world like we've been doing, I'm really interested in seeing what you can do. So check in the comments, go ahead and shoot me an email with some of your work, and I would love to add some more people, some more active players to the server. So this is Kimise saying bye-bye, guys. Have a great day.